who had been criticized by some after his root-going victory.
But it did some damage. And you saw the reaction from Mayweather. He's not right. Will he be able to come back?
Round 2 begins.
I don't think he's going to beat Pernell Whitaker loading up one punch. That bit of showboating with all the things he's done right here in the early rounds. Nothing from the referee that I saw. Another left by Whitaker to Mayweather's body. They're seeing right now. The only quarrel they might have was that Pete didn't follow up quick enough in round 2 and he had his man hurt. And although Roger Mayweather is not yet back in this fight,
Lightweight division. So far, he's well on his way to doing exactly that. Mayweather cannot develop the range to put the power in the right hand. Right now, it doesn't appear to me, Alex, that Pernell is up close. Pernell's still groggy. Mayweather steps back in.
I'll tell you something. Pete is still groggy. He's still hurt. His legs are not there. And Roger Mayweather.
Man, that's what you've done so far. Mayweather may not have enough left in his body at this point to respond to Jesse's urges.
Whitaker, but he doesn't want to do it. He wants to knock him out. The problem with that is he's subject to counter punches himself. You saw both fighters throwing hard punches and landing them.
Just at this early stage.
Name along with Sweet Pea. He's tired. I think he's put on a very good act in not letting Mayweather know exactly how tired he is. Good sharp right hand by Whitaker. And he knows that he hasn't been that impressive in recent fights. And perhaps he will rise to the challenge as both Lou Duva and good right hook, and he's down!
Down goes Mayweather. And immediately the hands of Rocky Lockridge.
Mayweather's been down 4 times in his career. He's been hurt numerous other times. The question is, with superior conditions, wins.
Round 4 coming to a close.
Mouth is a little bit open, and he's trying to get wind right now. If he's in the shape that he thinks he is, he will get his second win as well. Well, only once.
Mayweather is thoroughly staggered now.
I don't know if he's playing possum. Whitaker doubling with the left, landed one miss. He came back and flopped on his stool. He was tired in that round 6. And George Benton, his co-trainer, told him, don't worry about it, you'll get it back.
Another low blow from Whitaker. Wallison has said nothing about them. Billy Baxter, Mayweather's manager, has a $125,000 bet on his fighter today. If you've just joined us, Mayweather needs a knockout.
Unofficially on our scorecard. Forcing the action, Roger Mayweather. But there's Whitaker firing that left hand. Mayweather is wobbly. With less formidable opposition, Pernell Whitaker has not been able to knock out an opponent in his last 4 fights. Does he have the power to take advantage of Mayweather's questionable chin?
It remains to be seen, of course, whether or not that took anything out of it.
Good hand by Mayweather, backs up Whitaker. That's really a sucker left hand that beat Whitaker through, and he got it home. Not to great effect, but he did land it.
Indicating that Mayweather still does not have complete control of his body in there.
Again, the left gets home. Again, it just missed, but it scored. And meanwhile,
Whitaker has dominated from the outset. He knocked Mayweather down in round 1. Hurt him again in round 2. And has won. Him. Whenever they are close together, chest to chest, Whitaker dominates the action. Remember that that sequence took place about 30 seconds after the conclusion of a round 10 was the first relatively even round of the bout. For a moment there, you looked at the ring from the point of view of Lou Duva, co-manager of Pernell Whitaker.
And from that point of view, they must like everything that right hand gave him in round 9.
We'll be back for the last 2 rounds.
To entice Whitaker into charging in and to catch him coming in.
Now let me warn our local stations, if both fighters are still standing at the end of this round, it is our present intention to give you a station break.
Both corners have been asking their fighter to dig down deep. Both men are trying to respond.
3 coming to a close, and again, it has been a Whitaker round.
Pernell Whitaker was hurt and went down, and Roger Mayweather clearly hit. Manager, we talked earlier about his bet of $125,000 he said he made on his fighter. He
almost went out the window in round 1.
Knock it off when the bell sounds, stop punching. I should point out at the end of round 5, both fighters threw punches after the bell. Physical strength. Both fighters have done a lot of work with weights. They've taken advantage of all the advances in modern sports medicine to try to get themselves in peak condition, and it's just a matter of who is the most, but he has not been able to sustain the pace. Jim mentioned at the top of the show the fact that Mayweather had to lose half a pound at the weigh-in this morning to make the 135-pound limit. That could take some of the stamina away. He's himself a little bit more right here. You get the sense that he may explode. Let him go, Roger. But it's possible also that he let Mayweather off the hook a little bit in round 2. Good right uppercut by Whitaker. Mayweather right now doesn't have any real zip. Either in his legs or his punches.
Indeed, he is pawing with the punches. Good left uppercut from Whitaker.
And Whitaker's going to dominate on the inside. He's just a better inside fighter than Mayweather.
Crowd getting ready to erupt again.
Good.
In case you joined us late, Wallison himself, the referee, took a left hook from Pernell Whitaker in round 2. Something like that left hook.
Not 100% yet. He's tying up Whitaker, holding and hitting. The referee comes in. Oh, the referee got hit with the left.
Chris Wallison took a terrific left-hand shot. Only slightly wobbled. Ready for a title fight?
I think he's in line for a title fight. I think he could use some more seasoning. And the big question is, how is that left hand? We'll find that out at the end of this round.
5 in the scope in Norfolk in a fight in which all 3 men in the ring have taken some punishment, including referee Chris Wallison, who was punched.
In recent fights, both fighters have been headhunters. They've worked almost primarily to the head. And I think that's one problem why Pernell Whitaker has not been as effective. Here in this fight, look, he's wearing him down and he has his man hurt.
And he hurt him once again with body punches, just as he did in round 1 before he began to land the heavy blows to the head.
Touchdown. He came out of his corner, an angry young man. And he's still angry. And Pernell Whitaker is still not in great shape. His head looks fine, but his legs are still not great. Mayweather trying to land the perfect right hand. He should be letting his hands go.
Mayweather is very dangerous with the right hand. 27 seconds to go in the round as Mayweather stalks Pernell Whitaker.
And Whitaker effectively, Mayweather's not throwing punches. He's just not shooting his hands. As badly hurt as Whitaker is.